Hi there, this is Professor Lepe again, and this is Unit 3.8, Solving Equations using the addition and subtraction properties. So before I begin, I just want to mention that solving equations is always a big thing, a big concept that's done in pretty much every mathematics course. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the statement. When changing the format of an equation, if you add some amount or subtract some amount from one side of the equation, then you must do the same thing to the other side. So basically, what it means is that whatever you do to one side of an equation, you have to do to the other side. Okay? And in this unit, we'll just be focusing on what happens whenever we add and subtract numbers from both sides of an equation. Okay? Okay. Addition property of equality. So for all real numbers a, b, and c, if a is equal to b, if the number a is equal to the number b, then a plus the number c will be equal to b plus the number c. Okay, and this one is called the addition property of equality. Okay, and then the subtraction property of equality, very similar. For all real numbers a, b, and c, if the number a is equal to the number b, then a minus c is equal to b minus c. Okay? And so, again, solving equations means that now, for now, we're going to be looking for the number or numbers x that truly are solutions to the equation. And every time we solve equations, we need to check that the solutions are correct. Okay? So let's take a look at the example. The example says to solve each equation, check any solutions. Okay? And so what I want to do here, take a look at part A. And so in part A, we're given the equation x minus 4 equal to 7. Okay? So what do we want to do here? What we want to do here is, because we have a minus sign here, it means we want to use the addition property to add a number to both sides of the equation such that the variable x will be by itself. Okay, so we have a minus 4 here. Let's go ahead, add a 4 to both sides of the equation. Okay, and so on the left-hand side, we have minus 4 plus 4. So that's going to be a result of 0. So we just had the variable x by itself. And then on the right-hand side, that's 7 plus 4. So that's going to be an 11. Okay? Now, this is, at this point, x equal to 11. That's a candidate for the solution. Okay? We still need to check to make sure that it truly is a solution, number one. And then number two, it will let us know if we use the addition property correctly. Okay, so as a check, okay, we'll go back into the original equation. Wherever we see the variable x, we'll plug in an 11. So 11 minus 4 equal to 7. So that's step 1, and then step 2. 11 minus 4 equal to 7. Right-hand side never changed, also equal to a 7. So the answer is yes. The solution to this equation, which we found by using what we know from the previous units, x is equal to 11. Okay, and then let's kind of go back and review which property we used. Okay, so the property we used here was the addition property. Okay. And so again, yeah, the addition property of equality, which says the following. Whenever you add some number to one side of the equation, you have to add that same number to the other side. Okay? So important to identify which property was used, number one. And then number two, Why did we use the number 4? Okay, well, because we could have used any number that we wanted to. Well, we use the number 4 here because the number positive 4, you could say that's the what's called the additive identity for the number minus 4. Okay, and again, the additive identity means that whenever we add minus 4 to its additive identity plus 4, we'll end up with variable x by itself. And when we're solving equations, we're trying to use addition, subtraction property, also use the steps to simplify equations so that we end up with the variable x by itself. The variable x by itself can be located either on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of the equation. Okay, so we kind of have a lot of stuff going on here in this section. Okay, and now let's take a look at some of these other examples. Okay, let's take a look at part B. Okay, so part B says solve the equation t plus 7 equal to 11. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll do this one a little bit more in detail. Rewrite the equation, okay? And since it's addition here, we're going to use the subtraction property of equality, okay? So we'll be subtracting a number on each side of the equation, and the number that I want to subtract here is the additive identity, so to speak, that will be the minus 7, okay? So we'll subtract the minus 7, both sides of the equation, okay? So positive 7 plus negative 7, those numbers cancel out, and we get left with the variable t here. And then 11 minus 7, that's going to be equal to 4. Okay, and so now what we'll do is the check to ensure that our answer is correct. Okay, so first thing we'll do, we'll go back to the original equation. Wherever we see a t, we will substitute in a 4. 4 plus 7 equal to 11. 7 plus 4, 11 on the left-hand side, 11 on the right-hand side, everything is good. And so indeed, the number t equal to 4, this is the solution to the original equation. Okay, and let's see. Okay, yeah, so that one was using the subtraction principle. Okay. Let's see if we can do, let's see if we can get another one going here. Okay, let's take a look at part 2 here. Here we go. Okay, so let me go ahead, rewrite the equation y minus 12 equal to 17, okay? So since it's a negative here or a subtraction here, we'll be using the addition property of equality. So we'll be adding a number both sides of the equation. And again, the idea is we want to add a number to both sides of the equation such that on the left-hand side, we're just left with the variable y by itself. Okay, so that's going to be the number 12. Okay, and so negative 12 plus the positive 12, those numbers are going to cancel out, additive identity. And so on the left-hand side, we'll just be left with the variable y. And then on the right-hand side, 17 plus 12. So the 1 plus the 1 here, that's going to be a 2. 7 plus the 2, that's going to be a 9. Okay, and let me, yeah, okay. And then what we'll do is we'll check to see that the solution is correct. Okay. And so check. Okay. So in the original equation, wherever we see the y, we'll plug in the 29. 29 minus 12 equal to 17. 29 minus 12, same thing as 17, equal to 17. So, yes, indeed, y equal to the number 29. That's going to be the solution for the equation. Okay. And let's see if we can do one more. And I think we'll be good with this one. Okay, yeah, and then let's try part 9. Okay. So part 9, t minus 11 equal to 13. Okay. So t minus 11 equal to 13. And so we have a subtraction here. So we'll be adding numbers using the addition property of equality. So plus here, add a number such that whenever you combine it with the minus 11, it will cancel, i.e. find the additive identity. So that will be the number 11 here. And so on the left-hand side, those numbers cancel. And we just have the variable t. And then on the right-hand side, it's 13 plus 11. So that's going to be a 24. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll check. Check to see that we have the correct solution. So in the original equation, wherever we see the t, we'll plug in the 24. 24 minus 11 equal to a 13. 24 minus 11, what is the result of that subtraction? That's also going to be a 13. And then on the right-hand side, 13. Okay? So this lets us know, again, a couple of things. That the number, the solution is t is equal to 24. And it is correct because we checked to make sure that it would satisfy the original equation. Okay? And this is how we use the addition. This is how we solve equations using the addition and subtraction properties.